One of the things that some of our African leaders get wrong is they think that when you kill an activist, the idea dies. Hey, future people, you are welcome to today's edition. Wherever you are watching, I just want to extend my greeting to you. Guys, it is something that we all have to start talking about now. We need to save life. Life have been lost. What is happening in Oyo State is something that every Nigerian have to ask themselves question. Why should people need to die because of their freedom? We don't want to live in a country that people are intimidated, people are killed without any consequence. If people decide to go for referendum, it is the duty of the government to call the plebiscite and ask people to vote if you really want to stay together as one Nigeria or you want to go your way. Nigerians have been talking about constitution, restructuring and constitution this and that. This seems as if it's falling on deaf ears. The agitation group called Oduduwa Group.
This Yoruba nation. I see you. This is what they call Oduduwa nation. I was about to say, look at dollar walai. Look at dollar walai. Yet we long go. So no more Fulani. This Yoruba nation. I'm not going to go. I just more. Igboho Sunday.
Have been calling also for independence. Oduduwa Group reckon they don't want to stay alone. They don't want to live again in Nigeria. They want their own republic. The same thing, the south and the southeast are calling on Biafra. They want to, stay on their own as a Biafran. I don't know about the Arewas. The Arewas, according to what I'm hearing too, they want the country to separate. Why is it that Nigerian leaders, they are just looking on bloodthirsty things? They are just looking on killing people. I said is that we don't need to die because we say we don't want to stay together. If Nigeria have to break today, there's always a way for this country to work collaterally on international levels. If Nigeria can do business with Ghana, if Nigeria can do business with Benin Republic, if Nigeria can do business with Togo, if Nigeria can do business with Niger, then what stops this country from dividing? They can come together and work internationally to build a common relationship. Just like today, we do business with other countries. You can still do those business with your country if you divide. If Nigeria divide today, you can do business with Oduduwa Republic. You can do business with Biafra. All you need is to get the paper, and everybody pays his own, side of the story. You pay your own side of the business. You stick with your agreement. We shouldn't see this division of Oduduwa, division of Biafra, as a big thing. Many lives have been lost. Look at what happened in Oyo. A lot of houses have been burnt in Oyo. A lot of lives have been burnt in Oyo. A lot of families have been displaced in Oyo. People are in distress. You don't know if the soldiers are coming on to kill you. You don't know if the Fulani herdsmen are coming out to kill you. You don't know if your government is still with you. People should not live in this mess. We have been facing this mess for almost 60 years now. Why no solution? I was a baby when I was growing up. I had Biafra war, Biafra. These fellas sing things also that Africa is suffering and smiling. I wasn't born when the Biafra war was fought. But I grew up, the same thing, the same mentality. In fact, now it's also calling up higher. Why did Nigerian government want to leave the same mess to our unborn generation? So do we want our unborn generation to wake up and still fighting the same war that our great-grandfathers left for us? They couldn't finish it. Why can't we sit down in a table and ask people what do you want? If you say you don't want Nigeria, then let's go on votes. If people decide that they don't want to stay together again as one Nigeria, then let it be. You guys can go your separate way and work in a common, goal. If you want business, then we can do our business together. The northern Nigeria have groundnut oil. You guys have onion. You guys have tomato. You have a lot that you can offer to people. The south have their own cocoa and all those things. Eastern, you have also the same thing that you can offer to people. But when we are talking about this now, if you are talking about oil, the world is actually fast growing out of oil. We are going on electric cars, solar energy. So we should start thinking about this, selling oil and not oil. Let's think of life. We cannot value life. We cannot value cattle more than life. When you argue the side of the Easterners, they reckon that the Fulanis value cattle more than the human life himself. The Nigerian president is not coming out to speak like a president. He's coming out to, to segregate people. He's coming out to speak on the base of ethnicity. This is not helping the matter.
Yorubas, who will probably, it depends on how you look at it, they will be either the second largest tribe in Nigeria, or depending how, if you take Hausa Fulani, you separate them, Hausa separate and Fulani separate, the Yorubas might even be the largest tribe in Nigeria. They didn't vote for me. And immediately after I took over government, I called some members of my government. I said, look, the Yorubas didn't vote for us. Let us see what we can do. I didn't say that because they didn't vote for me, the type of statement that President Buhari made when after the 2015 election, and he said only those who voted for him will enjoy patronage. Now that immediately put the back of some people up. Now, and then there are at least two zones who did not vote for him. South did not vote for him. Southeast did not vote for him. And anything he does, they see it, oh, he has said those who did not vote for him will not enjoy patronage. So you divide them. You made it they and we straight away. I wouldn't do that. That is specific. Then when you have a situation where your own tribe is being accused of something, now you must be able to look into it and make it transparently clear that that accusation is unfounded, or if it's founded, you deal with it. There have been, well, herdsmen, farmers. Now, herdsmen are mainly Fulanis. Nothing has been done. Rather than doing something about it, what we are having is, okay, we will create colonies, cattle colony. Where will you create colony in Nigeria? Is it in my own part of the country that you will now make a colony? Who will give you land to create colony within its own state? So these are specific. You are asking for specific. I can go on and on, but there are many things that should not have.
And it had better be handled very carefully. Why is it that we fail to take our models from successful performers? There are ways in which people deal and have dealt for decades, for centuries with cattle everywhere. I travel everywhere. There's nothing so strange, nothing mysterious about cattle rearing. Why should cattle become a problem just because we like to eat beef? I don't understand it. There are solutions which are very simple. People have talked about ranching, but the ranching has got to be done in places which are environmentally congenial to that particular kind of trade, and at the same time do not afflict humanity. What's the point trying to provide food and the food chokes us, which is what cattle and cattle rearers have been doing? When you have a situation where cattle walk up to my own door in Abeokuta, which is supposed to be a residential area, there's a problem. When cattle go to Djibouti and eat up Shodipes, who's planted teak, and they eat up the seedlings, and this is somebody working towards guaranteeing the environment by replacing. He's a furniture maker, and he plants trees to replace the trees, the wood which is used, the timber which he has used, and then cattle come and eat up all of that. and you expect people to sit down and be quiet. And then Buhari took such a long time. For me, he deserved, and I've written this down, he deserved to have lost the last election, if only on account of the lackadaisical and attitude which he took to the issue of cattle rearers.
I feel so worried that when I look at the television, when I look at Nigerian newspapers, all I see is that either the Nigerian soldiers are going to kill Biafrans or the Nigerian soldiers are going to kill Oduduwas. Why are we still one Nigeria? One Nigeria can be negotiated if only we can stand and begin to talk. If you're avoiding talk, the whole thing will keep going. I just want to advise whoever that think that you are still in Nigerian authority. I want to advise you guys. If you kill Sunday Igboho today, there's thousands of Sunday Igboho waiting to arise immediately. If you kill Nnamdi Kanu today, there's thousands of Nnamdi Kanu waiting to arise. So when you kill these people, when you arrest them, that's not a solution. You have not even found any solution. You are actually aiding the whole thing, fueling the whole matter. The arrest of killing and oppression, that's what arises such a matter. But when you sit down and begin to dialogue for these people and ask them why, and listen to the people, because you are a leader that be elected by people, you must work for the people. It's not in your room, even in your house, your children disagree with you. You have to dialogue with them. In this case, the Nigerians, people that you call Nigerians, have come together and said they want to negotiate this. Nnamdi Kanu made a statement. He reckoned that before Britain came, that there's no boundary between the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the Igbos. So guys, if you guys can go back to the origin of human, the origin of this Nigeria himself, the eastern and the southerners, this is your part. The south, the west, this is your part. And the north, this is your part. But how can we make a business? This is what Nigerian and reasonable people need to start talking about. The more we keep lingering around, the more there will continue to be a killing. The more there will continue to be, economic trauma to the country itself. I'm telling you now, Nigerian debt in the World Bank is going on trillion. That means even our unborn child is in debt of almost $100 and something thousand or $100 and something thousand naira, I would say. Your unborn child. I know you may say I haven't made up to that money, but your government have actually imposed that kind of money in you. Why are we borrowing? The country is not working, no ideas. All we are fighting is ethnic problem, religious problem. It is time that we sit down and begin to talk. I begin to tell our Australian people, we should stop shying away from this matter. It is time that we begin to talk. If you are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, it is time you begin to talk. That the country needs to sit down and decide. These are not children again that you are controlling, Mr. President. These are people that are even more learned than you. These are people that are even more exposed than you. In fact, to tell you the power of these people, Nnamdi Kanu, he actually put embargo on governors, corrupt one that can't travel outside the country. Today, if they are traveling, they keep looking left and right to see if IPOP is there. So you see that people that you are talking to is not people that you can just say, shut up. You are talking to people that based internationally. The Northerners, if you are not traveling, you come to this country, you have a lot of my Yoruba brothers. A lot of my Yoruba brothers, professionals, doctors, psychologists, in businesses. And they were doing well. They are people, they are CEOs in a lot of places. They are doing a lot of work and they are doing good things. You come also, you talk about the Igbos. You have Igbo doctors, you have Igbo professionals, Igbo different things that they are doing. They are doing it very well. So guys, you are talking of people that matters. It is time that we say no to killing.
Ìlú gbọ̀ngàn kára tí àwọn Fúlàní àti àwọn sàkóbá ní àti sin gbogbo ilé wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe fi ilé ibi tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti kidnap àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn obìnrin tó máa lọ bá wọn sùn ilé wọn ni wọ́n sùn.
People are being killed in hundreds till today. And it's only because of the failure of leadership at the critical time. That's the most important. And the cattle rearers have been given a sense of impunity They kill without any compunction. They drive farmers also who are contributing to the food solution of the country. They drive them away, burn their crops, eat their crops, and then you come with Ruga. I think there's going to be trouble in this country if this cattle rearing issue is not handled imaginatively and with humanity as the priority. There cannot be any kind of society where cattle take priority over human beings. It is as elementary as that.
Say no to to the police or army brutality in Oyo State. If Oduduwa people decide that they want Oduduwa, and I know many Yorubas want Oduduwa, but the few that don't want Oduduwa, you should allow them to vote. You should also give them reason to to contest it. Put the referendum there. We have to divide this nation into three, if possible. If not, let's build as one united nation, Nigeria, or United State of Nigeria, whatever you call it. Then every generation we know that this agreement is settled by my grandfather, and I don't need to go there. But what we are seeing today, Nnamdi Kanu argued that Nigeria is contraception country that is not in agreement. Even when you look at the Lugan that's bring in Nigeria, the place that the founding father that you say, a white man who you say is a founding father, is actually crap. No museum going on there. Everything is being eaten by mouse. So how do you think that this country will still live? I'm calling on every well-meaning people of Nigeria that we should now begin to talk about the situation in the country. Not in the side of using military to go and kill IPOP or using military to go and kill Oduduwa people. In the side of sitting down to discuss the issue of Nigeria. And to sit down, the main thing that you have to provide first is to give people their way to speak. How would people speak? Is by giving them the chance to vote. That's referendum or plebiscite, whatever you call it. People should vote on their willingly if you want to stay. Definitely, there's a lot of people that want to stay in Nigeria. Maybe you have your access or something. Give them a chance to speak too. When they vote, majority carry the vote. We saw what happened in America, where majority carry the vote. So we have to give the same thing to our people. We should stop killing people. Those people that will kill may be our brothers and our sisters. They deserve to live. Even though when they also are contesting for what they believe, like I'm here today defending that I want to stay in this country, that's defending what I believe. If you come to me today, I will defend it, that I want to live in this country. Likewise they are defending what they believe. They shouldn't die because they are defending what they believe. We should begin to think about this. People should not die because they believe that where they are being oppressed. We should stand up for the oppressed people. We should begin to talk reasonably and ensure that people do the right thing. Obi, we are here for you guys. We are here to speak for you guys, and we are here to make this happen for you guys. I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure that you go to the Obi YouTube and subscribe, and we will always bring you the best details. I'll leave you with your conscience. I'll leave you with your conscience. You that are watching this, I'll leave you with your conscience. Share this around. Think about those people that are being killed. Don't call them hooligans. Don't call them the agitation group. These are people that believe in freedom. They want freedom for themselves. And that freedom they want for themselves should be given to them. Allow people to vote. Let us vote and put this to rest. This has been lingering on for a long time. Since 1967 up to now. Okay, after the war in 1970s, they have not settled this. We, this generation, should get up and settle it. If you are born Nigeria or have Nigeria lineage, you are still talking about Nigeria, I think you are a betrayer. You should talk about Nigeria. Let us have a common ground to see this nation, continue to move on. People should not be dictated on. People should have the right to speak. People should have the right to choose who they want to govern them. And they should have the right to choose if they really want to stay or not. This issue has taken so many blood. You may have taken somebody you know. You may have taken somebody you don't know, but it's related to you. You may have taken somebody that said something on the street for you, but tomorrow you came back, they told you that police shot him because he doesn't believe in one Nigeria anymore. It may even affect you if you travel to Nigeria. On your road, you find these Oduduwa people, having gone with police. You may be a victim, being gone down there. So we have to prevent things like this by speaking out, by asking the Nigerian government to give people referendum. Nnamdi Kanu have called for referendum. Sunday Igboho have called for referendum. All the Oduduwa leaders have called for referendum. These are youth. These are not elderly men. We will see them 20, 30 years ago, 30 years time. They are future generation. They have called for plebiscite. They have called for referendum. Nigerian government should start listening. Every police officer, before you pull a gun, think about your future, think about your children, because you may be a victim. Your friend may be a victim, your family may be a victim. If you're a police officer, your family all is not a police officer, they may be a victim one day. Remember, what we fail to do today may affect us in 10, 20 years time. Let's do the right thing and let the country live. Let's do the right thing and let people live. Let people live in peace. Let Nigeria go, let Oduduwa go, and let Biafra go. These people, like I said, you guys can have a common business and enjoy your business. I thank you one more. I thank you once more for being, giving me time to listen to me. Lord Obi, the future you see.